Hello everybody, my name is NC, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my Group Green predictions, which the Group Green is part of the CWL Season 2. The Group Green, which I'm pretty sure it's called Group Green, consists of Optic, Epsilon, Envious, and Cloud9. Now, this group, I know I didn't do a prediction for the other groups, and that's because I feel like the other groups, besides the last one, were pretty obvious and not, like, fun to predict, because it was just going to be, like, the same ones. I feel like this one, though, I have two predictions that one of them is really out there, and I don't know if you guys will agree. Other one is pretty standard, but I feel like this group has the potential, not will, but the potential to be maybe the most interesting weekend in COD history. And I have two predictions, like I said. I'm gonna tell you the more probable one, and then I'm gonna tell you the one that's kind of out there, zany, and the one that you guys might not agree with as much. So let's start with the more obvious one, or more agreeable one, and that is I have Optic going first in their group, I have Epsilon getting second, I have Cloud9 getting third, and I have Envious getting fourth. Now quickly I'm going to explain the reasoning for this, even though it's kind of obvious. I'd say Optic, even though they've gotten shit place, not shit, but 7th place is pretty bad, but 4th ain't bad. But even though they got, okay, to them it's pretty bad though. They've gotten lackluster performances in the last two events. They've been on kind of a decline this whole year. They've won, obviously they're the only team to repeat, but you could tell, like, you know, their rise of dominance has kind of come to an end. You know, they've only won 2 tournaments out of, they haven't even won, I think they have to win Season 2 playoffs and champs to win half the tournaments this year, which is something Optic has been doing, winning more than half or half the tournaments since AW. So, I have Optic, they're obviously a strong team. Top 3, top 4 team in the league. Definitely, depending on if you think Epsilon's a top 3 team, or top 4 team, you know, you have very juggernaut teams in this pool. But I have Optic as the best team in this pool, and I feel like they'll make it out. Now with ease, maybe like a 5-1 victory. But yeah, I have them getting first in this prediction. Next, I have Epsilon getting out. They're the second best team in EU, in my opinion. They have, in my opinion, the second best EU player. I don't know, Dave is kind of a beast. I think he's one of the best MV4 players in the world. He's up there with Zero. He's up there with Formal. He's up there with Octane. And possibly even better than some of those guys that I've named. Then with a great Slayer like Hockey and Vortex, like this team is scary. I don't think people realize how scary this team is. They're a very Slay heavy team, but they have a leader in Josh who is an absolute mastermind, one of the smartest EU players we've ever seen. So that team is very scary. I have them getting second with maybe like a 4-2 win, losing to Optic twice, or maybe a 5-1 sneaking a win. Next, in third, I have Cloud9. I have Cloud9 because this team got 4th at the last tournament. Insanely surprised me, especially Priesta. Priesta is someone, I feel like he's an upgraded Lacefield. You know, Lacefield and Assault were basically the Slayers of that team. They were the guys that, you know, made the most kills. Aix and Ricky were the vets that just planned everything, and, you know, were really good at S&D, I'd say. You know, they were just the veterans that taught them a lot. Which is important. I'm not degrading that on them by any means. But they were the Slayers. And getting Priesta to group up with Exotic as the main Slayer is amazing. Priesta is one of the best young talents in the game. And, you know, if you really think, if you really want to, like, he's top 15, top 20 player in the league right now. Maybe close to top 10. Close. Possibly. And then you have Exotic. Another player that comes from, like, a Priesta era background. He played at BO3 champs. Didn't get a good placing, really. And, you know, he had some, like, decent placings after that, but just like Priesta's best placing was 4th at this last tournament, which was Anaheim. And yeah, these two are great additions to the team, along with Assault, who is maybe still a top 5 AR. There's so many great ARs in this game. By the way, I don't know if you're noticing this Ghost gameplay. There's a lot of IEDs. Wow, there's a lot. But back to the main topic. Yeah, this team is very, I think, sleigh heavy, great for this jetpack game era, and obviously Aches. I mean, you know, he's the man, the myth, the legend. He's the shit talker. He's the vet. He's one of the best minds of all time. He's one of the goats, like dead ass. Like he's top 10 of all time. And in 4th in this pool, I have Envious, and you know, I'm an Envious fan, and it sucks to say this on recording. I honestly think they're gonna go 1-5 or 0-6 in their group. I don't see this team getting out for a simple reason of how many internal issues they've been having, and I don't feel like John, who should be our best player, he was a top 3 player in BO3, is not performing at all like a top 3 player. They're sure in the beginning of the game, but at the beginning of the game. I thought Karma was the best player in the world at the beginning of the game, and as that has gone on, it is clear that Karma is not. He's a great player, but not top 2, like I thought in the beginning. But John, like, Apathy is probably our best player right now. Slasher's doing okay, like he should be. John is completely not doing John. Like, John should be slaying everything. He should be, you know, destroying. That's not what John's doing right now. John is, I don't know. But I do have some hope in our roster. I say some hope in our roster because we've been doing better online. But again, online is different. There might be still some issues. But I still have them getting 4th because I feel like just the other teams are more prepared, more chemistry, and I feel like it's just going to go better for them. Now here's the next prediction. This prediction is freaking crazy now that I really am thinking about it. Okay, so this prediction comes down to 2 things. It comes down to 2 things. Does Optic Gaming face Epsilon the first day? Now, there's been a running gag with Optic for a long time. Now, some people might say it's not a thing anymore. Some people say it's definitely there. Optic plays the worst on Fridays. You cannot easily, obviously, it's never easy, but you would have an easier time taking Optic Gaming down on Friday than Saturday and Sunday. This has been a running thing for a while. Now, if Epsilon, a considerable top 5, top 4 team in the league, faces a Optic Gaming roster that underperforms in the first day, I think they'll beat them. I mean, FaZe did it. They were considered top 5, top 4. Why can't Epsilon, who's considered the same thing, but I think with a better roster than the roster of FaZe? So why can't they do it? You know, it's like I feel like this roster is better than the old FaZe roster, and they did it at playoffs for season 1. So, if Epsilon Esports faces Optic Gaming in the first day, this is my prediction. I have Epsilon getting first in the pool. I have Cloud9 getting second. I have Optic getting third, and I have Envious once again, sadly, getting 4th. Saddens me to say that. Like, honestly does. It sucks. But now you're probably wondering, well, if they lose Epsilon once, why is that such a big deal? You know, why is Cloud9 getting second? Why? I need the answers, and I have them. Let me tell you. So, Aches, the main man. There's a quote that he has said that he will beat you when it matters. Now, I don't know if Aches has a grudge against Optic, but apparently whenever he faces Optic, it matters every time. And honestly, if he sees that Optic lost the first day and is in great contention for getting a second, third placing, and they haven't played. Imagine if Aches doesn't play Optic the first day, and he has to play them the second day. That would be even better. But even if he faces them the first day, and wins or loses, I think that the next game he faces, he's beating Optic. I think Aches is going 1-1 for my second prediction against Optic. I think that because it matters now, like every game matters, but to Aches, I feel like knowing that he has a chance to make the so-called best team in the world and easily the best media team. When I say media team, I mean like popularity. Get not even the playoffs. You better believe this man is trying as hard as he can to lead his team and make sure his team understands this to beat them. And I think because of this, Optic is going 3-3. I think they could lose to. There's two scenarios in this though. Cloud9 beats them twice and loses to Epsilon once. 2-0s Envy and 2-1's Epsilon, or 1-1 Epsilon. Or they lose a game to Envy, they lose a game to C9, they lose a game to Epsilon, and they don't make it out, which could very, very easily happen. I mean, they could lose to all those teams. All those teams are great teams. So I do believe that Optic has a chance of getting third in their pool and not making it to playoffs. Now, it sounds dumb thinking about it because it's like Optic Gaming. They're gonna make playoffs, but you know, there was a time where Optic sometimes wasn't even guaranteed top 8. Now, granted, that was before this roster formed, but it's, you know, no team is invincible. Complexity, the best team of all time, got knocked out by a random team the first round. Granted, they came back and destroyed everybody in the tournament, but anything's possible. You could lose to any team. Now, granted, that could be the same thing where Cloud9 could go 0-6 in this group. Who knows? But in my prediction, I have two scenarios. The normal one where Optic, Epsilon, C9, and Envious in that order. And then I have Epsilon, C9, OG, and Envious. And, you know, it kind of sucks. The time I'm recording this is actually about 3 a.m. So today, you might watch this after the pool. I don't know. Like I had a hard time trying to find time to record because I'm playing with my team and also work, which also sucks because I'm gonna miss. I think I'm gonna miss most of the game. I think I'm gonna miss all the games Friday, which sucks. But the time recording this, it's literally the day of the pool, so I'm pretty hyped to try and catch some games in maybe at work. Really shouldn't. And, you know, maybe look at the scores on my phone. I'm definitely gonna do that. But, you know, I think tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. I really do. You know, I think either OG's gonna go 1-1 tomorrow or 2-0. If they go 0-2, man, that'd be freaking hilarious. But alright guys, that is my predictions. I know it's the day of the pool, but if you do somehow watch this video before the pool goes on, so like I think before like 2, 3, something like that, so whenever the time starts. If you do watch it, please give your prediction below. I'd love to look at them. I will check the comments while I'm at work. I really want to see what you guys think. And if you have two predictions like me, throw them both down. I'll definitely look at both of them. But that is my predictions for Group Green. Again, I'm sorry if it's not called Group Green. It's Group 4, Group Green. One of the two. Well, it's definitely Group 4. But, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next chapter.